Welcome to part 2, people. Before I do any explanation, I would straight away like to show you the browser preview. Notice as I click the different images, they explode into 9 pieces, and then it's replaced by a new picture, a fresh picture. Right, people? So I've used the explode effect as well out here. Okay, I think the time is ripe for me to take you inside the source code, the HTML source code, as well as the image gallery.js. Now, the good news is I haven't made any change at all in part number 2 to the source code. Everything remains just the same. You have the same div with the ID envelope, the same image with the ID picture, so basically no change at all, and that's satisfied. Okay, but I made certain modifications to image gallery.js. Okay, line number 4 remains just the same, line number 6 remains just the same, 7 remains just the same, 8 remains just the same. There are some changes out here, people. In line number 10, I've introduced the effect explode, and I want that every picture should explode into 9 pieces, which I can change as well. Let's say, for example, I change it to 4, right? Let's say save, and let's test it out. Let me first refresh, and then, as you can very clearly see, it's now exploding into 4 pieces. Okay, so with the jQuery UI, we have the explode effect available as well, and it has the pieces, additional optional parameter, which I've set to a different number other than the default 9. Okay, here's the callback function, people. The callback function will fire once and only once the main explode effect gets over. Okay, so this anonymous function, what it actually does is it changes the attribute source of the picture, and basically all the explanation has been given in part number 1. Okay, right. So what image counter basically is just going to fetch, one by one the images from this array. It's going to extract it from here. Okay. In line number 14, we have the same bounce effect, except that I've introduced an extra additional optional parameter times. So how many times would you want your image to bounce? Again, people, if you don't want it, just disable it like so. Right, and the envelope is same as the div. Okay, if I take you back to the source code, you can see the div has an ID of envelope, and use the highlight effect and this specific color. Again, if you don't need it, just disable it like so. Alright, so just the way I've shown you the explode effect, maybe you could have used a different effect here as well. Something like, let's say, fade. That's as good as fade out. Alright, we don't need the piece as additional optional parameter out here. So just the effect fade, a part of the jQuery UI. Right, so let's save it up and let's show you how it actually looks. Okay, refresh. Righto. So you have the bounce effect, you have the fade effect going as well. So pretty similar to the way things were in the last part. Cool. Alright, people, now notice that sometimes the image out here does not bounce properly. That happens when you cramp too many effects together, so that may happen sometimes. Right, so people, I'll wind the tutorial right here, letting you know that this this code is pretty much just the same as the last code, except a little bit of a modification here and there. I wanted to show you the explode effect as well as the fade effect, and how we can actually write a callback function which fires only once the main effect gets over, not before that. So people, I hope you enjoyed this part of the same tutorial too, and again, all this stuff, all these files are available as a free download from my website, qualitylesson.net/ downloads 1.html, number one that is. You have a good day. Bye bye. Peace, and see you soon.